Hello ladies, it's time for my one color wonder. And are you ready for this one? It was Garden in Bloom and Soft Sky. Here's the card and the envelope and inside of the card, all finished. Join me in my craft room today as I show you how to dye your own ribbon and have some fun being creative. Okay, let's get started. I have my dimensionals. I have my Soft Sky ink. I have my Garden in Bloom stamp set. I'm specifically using this one, the butterfly, the two butterflies. But that's what I have. I think I'm going to use that little one, but I'm not positive. I may and I may not. I have some scrap paper. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4, and I have my card base that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with some stamping. Oh, I need a piece of scrap paper too, because I'm going to be doing, and some Post-it notes because I'm going to do some masking for the sentiment because I'm going to use just the friends. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to stamp. I'm just gonna, yeah, it's inked up good. I'm gonna stamp this big flower. And I'm gonna stamp it several times. I may not use them all, but we'll see. All right, now I've got to watch it because there's a score line there. Okay. So there's that. And then I'm going to stamp my butterfly. Make sure it's inked up. All right, there's 1 and a 2. All right, now I'm going to fill in my flowers and my butterfly. And to do that, I'm going to stamp it before I put it inside, so it comes out a lot lighter. Okay, there I have my butterflies. Now my flower. Okay, I'm gonna move this because I need some more space. All right, it's inked up good. That way. Okay, and I'm going to do another one. All right, and I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I've never used this one, and I don't know what it's for. I'm thinking it's to add some pieces inside, so that's what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to add, and I think I'm going to go full strength on this one rather than partial. Okay. Different, but okay. I've never used it. I have no clue what it's for, but I guess that's how we're going to use it. All right, I have some cutting to do, so I'm going to cut all these out, and then I shall return to finish the card. Okay, I wanted to have some ribbon, and the white wasn't going to work. So I pulled out it's the classic Weave Whisper White ribbon. It's a woven cotton type ribbon versus a satin ribbon, and I tried doing it with the sponge on the ink pad, but it was coming out so much darker than I wanted. So I said, okay, I'm going to the method I know I can get to work. And I have dyed ribbon before, and I have used some alcohol. So I'm putting a little alcohol in and reinker. I start with 5 drops and I mix it up because it's going to be a lot lighter than this when you dye it. And I'm going to use the tip of this to see how light that is. It's like hardly even showing up. So you really want it, you know, fairly dark. All right, was supposed to be 10, it's 11. So let's see what that gives me. This may be closer. All right, I'm going to use a piece of this, the tip of this. Okay, that is closer. All right, I think what I'm going to do to play it safe is I'm going to add 4 more drops, so it would be 15 total. All right, so 15 drops, and as you can see, it's a little tiny bit of alcohol. You don't need much. I've dyed whole rolls of ribbon, a color that I wanted. In this case, I cut off a piece to wrap around, and I cut off the piece that I need for my bow, and you just stick it in here, push it down, squish it around. This is messy, that's why I have a glove on, because if not, I'll have soft sky hands for a long time. And then I've laid it out on a piece of paper towel, and I don't want it to get on that because the alcohol will pull that off of there. See, isn't that a pretty color? If I can get it off my hand. And I put paper towel underneath, aluminum foil underneath the paper towel, and that has to sit and dry. So I'm going to clean up this and I'll be back. Okay, I left that other piece on here. This one was dyed using the pad and basically what I did was I put it on here and then used my sponge and push down on it to dye it. I just think it comes out way too dark for what I want. Whereas this with the alcohol is very close. By the time I put my white piece on, it's going to look very nice. So with that in mind, let's get started with the next part. And I'm going to try something. I may not like it, but I'm going to try and see. I'm going to see if I like creating a background. Oops, my stamp fell off. That's not good. All right, so I've taken the little flower and I've used the outline, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to off stamp it because I want just a hint of it on my background. As you can see, there's hardly anything there, but it'll be just enough to give it some texture, so to speak. Oops. And I'm just going all over. And if I don't get all of the ink off, that's fine. Again, it creates like a watermark effect. All right, I need one more right there. I need a couple down here that are off the page so that it looks better. Okay, I'm going to stop there. If I don't like it, I flip it over. I haven't wasted any time to any extent. Okay, now this is going to go on my card base, and I'm just going to kind of lay this out, and See, there's just enough background to it. I think I'm going to go with that. I did bring my bling because you know me, I gotta have my bling. I think I'm going to go with this. And I'll do different layers. I just wanted to see before I stuck everything down. So with that in mind, I'm going to get my tear-in tape and cut me some pieces to put my ribbon on. And I sandwich my ribbon in between my tear-in tape. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. Wrap this around. That's not pulled tight. There. And then I'm going to take two other pieces and put on the back of here. And now my ribbon is sandwiched in between the two pieces of tape. I hate it when the ribbon comes out, so if I sandwich it in between, it's good and tight. And I need my glue so I can get ready to put my card down on my base. Okay. All right, now this one I need glue dots. Yep, here we go. These are the size I need. Actually, I'm going to use the bigger ones because I can put it in the center. If I can find my bigger ones. I know I didn't use them up. Well, oh, there they are. They're clear on the other side. See, these are just bigger so that they'll go in the center. So I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to take my dimensionals. And I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals. Right about there. I'm going to put this one on dimensionals also, and then the last one I'm going to put flat. Very close there. Just watch that when you do yours. Okay. And see, I can stick this one in underneath, right there. And I'm going to put my two butterflies on with dimensionals. And with my other piece, I'm going to tie my bow. And what I do to determine how much to pull off for my bows is I loosely tie a bow and then I just cut it. And there's a little waste, but not as much as if you guessed. And These are the big ones. I want the little ones for my bow. All right. So there's my bow. And I need my bling. I'm going to use the big ones in the center. My flowers. And then these are the old ones, so they're still in strips. I'm going to cut 2 strips of 3. To put on my butterflies. All right, so I've got that done. Now I need to do my sentiment. So here's my sentiment. Here's my Post-it notes. And I'm just going to do friend. So I'm going to do that, get that off. And I'm going to do the S, because I just want it to say friend. And I need my scrap paper. Maybe I used it all up. I've got another piece right here. Okay. And here's my soft sky. Right. Don't forget to take off your Post-it note. How many times have I done that where I've forgotten to take it off? There it is. All right. I'm going to cut this down and we'll have the finished card. Okay. I mounted my sentiment on a piece of soft sky because it was just lost so that you could see it, but there's the completed card. There's the inside and the envelope. All right, let's get ready. What are we going to do next week? All right, ready? I'm not looking. So I got Wild About Flowers, one of my favorite sets. Let's see, what else we get? And Always Artichoke. That's going to be interesting, but I think we can make it work. All right, so join me next week to find out about Wild About Flowers and Always Artichoke. I hope I have inspired you today and that you'll take some time and be creative. I would love it if you would like my channel and subscribe and share it with your friends. Have a great day.